Saint's name is St. Catherine of Siena. So, St. Catherine of Siena is very important of many things, and especially very coincidence. She is very much related with the papacy, popes, and also Jubilee year. In a sense, now we are in the Jubilee year 2025. And also now we are waiting for a couple of days for the new Pope. So prayers are going on, and conclave will begin soon. And we have the story of Catherine goes like this, and she is the 25th child in her home, youngest, the last, and before her 24 siblings she has. So we can see the family is very pro-life, and after 25th, God has chosen that child as a bigger thing. Maybe these parents could have stopped, right? Parents could have stopped. Oh, already 10 enough, 15 enough, 20 enough. But 25th, God has raised her as a saint and a doctor of the church. So we have around 40 doctors of the church. And out of that 4 are women, and she is one among them. And the sister, this St. Catherine of Siena is not a sister, but we can say, like nowadays we have so many movements and associations. So like that, one lay strong spirited woman, we can say, and she is associated with the Dominican spirituality. So she went and joined the associations. That time they are called as third order. Nowadays we don't have third orders. Third orders are called nowadays associations or movements. But third orders are like this spirituality will be associated with one religious congregation. So in that way she is associated with the Dominicans. And at very young age, she dedicated her life to be at the service of God. And the history goes like this. The first Jubilee year, now 2025, we are celebrating Jubilee year. But Jubilee year concept is there in the Bible. Whenever we see the Old Testament thing. But in the Catholic Church, this practice of Jubilee year started in 1300. Boniface VIII started this observing the Jubilee year in 1300. And when he started, first time pilgrims started coming to Rome from different parts of Europe and different countries. And Rome is becoming more famous, and the figure of Pope has becoming more powerful. So the secular authorities, kings or maybe the emperors during that time, they feared Pope. And during that time, the French king was like an emperor for the Europe, and he had some disagreements with Pope, and he wanted Pope to be subject to him. Pope is also a king. Pope is also a president now also. That's why, like when Pope dies, all the presidents of different countries, Trump is there, Indian president is there, Argentinian president, all top people were present. They are not Catholics. Everybody is not Catholic. But they were there because the president or the sovereign of the Vatican state funeral it is. So not because of a religious leader. So they came and they respect. So during that time also, 1300, Pope is one of the king in the Europe. But the emperor was feeling threatened by Pope, and he want to keep him little more low profile. So Pope was arrested by this French king, and he was captured to Avignon. Avignon is a city bordering to the Italy, Switzerland and Germany, just like a border. Still like a land could be disputed. Some part of Avignon will be in Italy, some part will be in the France territory and all like that. So he was kept outside, and that remained like a house arrest. He cannot go beyond that. He can be in that city, and he can be. And slowly that Pope died, Boniface VIII, then conclave, like how we have that conclave, right? But during that time, when Pope Boniface VIII died, all the cardinals were called there, and whoever is there only they can elect. And some cardinals maybe where they were afraid to go, whether they will be put in prison and all. So whoever cardinals present, maybe French cardinals and some more cardinals who went there, they elected, and Pope, everything was controlled by the French king, and French king so much controlled, and he made that one French only become a Pope. And that pattern continued. That successors, for at least for the next 5 to 10 popes, during the span of 70 years, from 1300 to 1370, many popes were French origin. And the popes who becomes, they will nominate new cardinals, and most of the cardinals are French origin. So it has become the universal church. The leadership was with the only French. So this was the situation. But Pope is the Bishop of Rome and Pope for the whole universal church. So situation was going on, and people were praying. People of Rome and the whole church is upset, but they cannot do, because the secular authorities were controlling so much the church. And during that time, St.Catherine of Siena, a young girl, 25 or even less than that, so around that age only, 25 years, she goes from Italy to Avignon, this France, and she convinces the Pope, who is naturally a French origin. So he convinces, no, Holy Father, you are the Pope for the universal church, you cannot remain there, because Pope should be Bishop of Rome. You have to come back to Rome. Whatever happened, past is past. Somehow she convinces, and popes come back to Rome around 1370. Then she remains loyal to the church, and the successor Pope also started liking Catherine. And Catherine becomes the college of consultors. We say to suggest, to help, to guide the Pope in the governing or for his pastoral ministry. So Pope appoints her as one of the consultants. Usually only cardinals will be the who gives the consultation to the Pope. But during that time itself, she was made at the young age, a woman made as a consultor for Pope. And Pope Urban VI, the successor who comes from Avignon, he appoints her as a consultor for around 6 years. So let us say 25 she brought, 27 onwards she is a consultor. At the age of 33 she dies. Not very old. So you can imagine by 33 she died. And whatever she did is before that. So she was a consultor for Pope for 6 years, and she goes and brings Pope from there. So all these big things she has done at very young age. And people of Rome started loving her so much, because nobody could do that. At least for 70 years nobody could convince the Pope, and she could dare. She traveled another country, and she suffered maybe some kind of a persecution, but still she managed, and they believed that God is with her, and because of that she came, and people of Rome started believing. They are convinced that she is a saint, and they believe that one day she will become saint. And now she is dead. Now we know that all the popes are buried in St. Peter's Basilica. But only exception, there are some few popes also buried in different places, different churches, because of different narratives. So Rome people wanted to bury Catherine of Siena in Rome. When we say Catherine of Siena, means Siena is a city. So Siena city is at least now the modern transportation bus, it takes 4 hours from Rome. So you can imagine 4 hours, the present transportation means like during that time maybe it might take 1 day by going in the horse or bullock carts or some kind of a chariots and all. So it's not that much close. And these are two kingdoms. Siena is one kingdom and Rome comes under papal states. So but Rome people want to bury this Siena Saint Catherine in Rome only. But Siena people also proud of Catherine, right? So it is like something she achieved very good things, great things, and they also believe her sanctity. They also believe that her holiness, and she will become a saint, and when they become saint they want the saint with them naturally. But Rome people were not allowing that. So Rome people, no, we cannot give, she is the kind of a property, so she belongs to Rome Universal Church, she should be buried. So they buried her in Rome, one of the church close to Pantheon. Now we can have that tomb of Catherine of Siena in Santa Minerva Soprano church. And when she was buried there, still the Siena people wanted to smuggle that body. Usually till after death also people are fighting for the body. We see only in the narrative of Jesus. So in the Gospels we see after the death and thing, they felt like somebody will take the body, you guard it safely, or else like a rumor will spread and all. Same thing it happens in the life of Catherine. So even though her body is buried, there were security people kept that nobody should steal her body, because they are getting some intelligence report that some people will come and smuggle her body. And finally it happened. The Siena people somehow entered the Rome city and they want to smuggle the body. So they opened the grave, they opened the coffin, and they want to take the body. But body big size, right? And it also weight, and how you can carry it. And when you carry it, people somehow somebody will spot it. Even in the night also some people will spot. And Italian intelligence is very great. Because it is not just from now, in the olden days also Italian intelligence, police, security system is very perfect, though they look something different. And this Siena people knows that if they are caught, they will be put in jail, and there won't be any discussion on that. But still they wanted to take the body. So what they did is they chopped the head of Catherine. Person is dead, but it looks like madness, like why you are like worried about the body, right? But somehow they are so much convinced that they have to take Catherine to Siena, their home city. So they cut the head and they put that head in the one basket or one bag, and they said, okay, anyway head is with us, let the body is with the Rome. And they closed the coffin and again they buried the body in the Rome. And now they are carrying this head in the basket. But these kind of rumors already were there in the Italian intelligence, that something could happen like this also. Maybe if not head, maybe they will cut the hand or something. They don't want anything to lose. So they had a they made a strict check post. Check posts were created and you cannot. So during the check post somehow they were caught. So now they are checking one by one, and the person who was holding and all the group who came, they started praying to Catherine. They started praying, Catherine, we love you, you know that we are from your city and we want you to be with us. And now if we are caught, you know what will happen to us. So you know our intentions, but we asked the body, they didn't give. So we are now forced to do this, to steal you. So if you also want us, want that your body, your head to be carried to Siena, do something and save us. If not, we will be caught. So they started praying simply like that, as like a simple childlike prayer, and they are afraid if they are caught they will be put in jail. And naturally security person came checking one by one, and he opened the bag. When he opened the bag, he saw only flowers in the bag. There is no head, only flowers. Then everybody, they also surprised, shocked, where head has gone. Then they cross the checkpost and they open the bag again. Again head is there. Then they believed, okay, it is not only our desire, Catherine also want to come with us to Siena. So they took the body, that head, and they kept it in the, they didn't bury the head in the ground. They kept it in the church. Now also if somebody goes to Siena in Italy, you can see the head. Head is not corrupted. It's still uncorrupted. Almost 700 years. 700 years, head is separated from the body, and still the skin we can see. Maybe color might be changed, but skin is there. It's not like a bone and skull you see. There is a skin and you can see little hair and all kind of a thing. Still it is there. So Catherine continues to do miracles. So, and especially let us ask her intercession, especially as she is very much connected with Papacy and for the church, that during this time of this waiting for the new Pope, that through her intercession the Holy Catholic Church might get a new Pope according to the heart of Jesus.